We are live with week 98 of Vindication. I am Alexander Shaw, joined by the incomparable Curtis Thompson. Curtis, how are you today?
I'm alright. 98 the Great. Let's get on with this.
Yes, and speaking of great, we've got some great tag team action coming up on deck for you guys now as the unified tag team champions, the South Beach Playboys, take on Justin King and Jack Tiger.
This is going to be an interesting one. Two bright and bubbly teams.
True. Usually we see Jack Tiger team with Adam Cubis, maybe looking for a bit of a change of pace here with Justin King. Let's see what happens here tonight.
The opening match of Vindication is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 490 pounds, your CWL Tag Team Champions, Outrun, Classy Von Cody, the South Beach Playboys.
South Beach Playboys with the gold matching the sand of South Beach itself, making their way to the ring. And I've got to ask you, Curtis, you're a bit of a throwback wrestler, one might say. What do you feel about another type of throwback in the look of Outrun and Classy Von Cody?
I think they're not going to outrun their 70s. It's despicable, it's disgusting, disgraceful, and there's throwing back, and then there's stuff that should have just stayed there. Look at these two. Disgusting. Disgusting.
As much as you might disagree with it, though, gotta admit, they've shown the talent in the ring. They're not the tag champs for nothing.
Oh, absolutely. No. They are talented. As much as I hate to admit it.
And their opponents, the team of Justin King, Jack Tiger,
And here we see blue descends over the arena. Now this is what we need. This is more with the times. It's more vibrant. It's
Justin King referring to himself as wrestling royalty. Not been doing the hottest at the moment of Vindication, but hey, going into Battle Lines is a fresh slate for many people. Maybe this match here tonight could be what it takes for Justin King to turn it all around. Coming to the ring, Jack Tiger. One thing I just noticed, Curtis, if you look back to the Beat the Clock challenge that happened on Vindication a couple weeks ago, these are two of the competitors that didn't pick up a win in that challenge.
absolutely. Let's see if they can scrape together, bang their heads together, and come up something great in some of their parts.
So, we saw Adam Cubis who was able to pick up a win. He's going to be in a match later on tonight, a six-man tag team match.
Absolutely, that's going to be an absolute barnstormer. Right now we got four in the ring, 2-on-2.
The four-man tag as Jack Tiger looking to make an impression here tonight.
Absolutely, I've got the eye of the Tiger, and this audience, they need to recognise.
Got the eye of the Tiger, but does he have the thrill of the fight coursing through him as he goes up against Outrun? Oh, I guess not Outrun. Justin King will be starting this one off as the bell rings to start this.
I think he's rising up.
Oh, now Hurricane Rana taking Outrun down. And now laying in the strikes. And a big Shiranui, sit-out Shiranui by Justin King. Getting into this one hot and heavy, and a cutter.
Wow.
Right in front of the Classy One himself. Maybe a bit of mind games from wrestling royalty.
Hitting that out the gate. I think you're absolutely right. The Monarch himself has come here to prove a point. I mean, obviously, Classy Von Cody's no stranger to sort of accolades and monarchy, but...
True, as Classy Von Cody, once upon a time, was a king himself.
Absolutely, a president, a king.
Man's done it all as Outrun needing to tag out and almost desperation already as Classy hits the spear.
Spear.
Laying in the strikes, taking down King, and you've got to wonder what's got to be on the mind of the South Beach Playboys right now ahead of their big triple threat tag team match. First ever triple threat tag match in CWL history.
Slingshot spear.
A slingshot spear cutting King in half.
I think we're seeing what's on their mind right now, and that is just getting wins, dominating, proving a point.
Well, and you've got to think that there's some people backstage that, I mean, you've obviously voiced your disagreements with their lifestyle, with their, look, with their, presence here in the CWL. You've got to think there are people backstage that would agree with you, saying that these guys don't deserve to be the tag team champions.
Well, thank you for showing that my opinions matter around here. Yes, I am indeed a tastemaker, a trendsetter. And, yeah, there are people who say that. I can't dispute that they have fought hard for these wins, as much as I disapprove of them. But don't get me wrong, Beach Playboys are a heck of a team. And we just saw what Von Cody can do when he's got his mind out of the gutter.
Well, as you're talking about being a trendsetter right now, Justin King is dead set on sending a message here to Classy Von Cody as he's been taking it to him outside the ring. I don't think Jack Tiger's even tagged in once this match.
No, he has not. Oh!
There's another cutter. These guys need to worry about the 20 count.
If he's got any sense, King will be back in that ring.
Now raking at the back, you've got to think with the extra back hair, extra body hair of Classy Von Cody, it might be, that rake to the back might just be that much more painful.
No, it's cowardly. He's got more cushioning.
Fair enough. Ooh!
When you have that kind of, such as myself, you get aware of these things. It's all to do with aerodynamics. You wouldn't understand.
As Cody's able to get back to his feet after that.
Is this going to 20?
Blatant leg drop low blow from King. As they now get back to the ring, almost get a bit of a reset here. Dodges the kick into a forearm, but now outruns in the ring.
And King could not outrun that. More spears. That guy's ribs.
Oh, now locks it in.
Oh, we've seen this.
Locked in the middle of the ring. Will Justin King be forced to tap out here? Jack Tiger not coming in to make the save. And now King fighting. Unhooking an elbow to the bridge of the nose of Underground.
If he's got any sense, he'll make a tag. This isn't a handicap match, but sure as hell feels like one.
And now these two trading strikes back and forth here. Oh, flip over. LaRasia Cure from Outrun.
And a cover.
Cover one. Jack Tiger coming in to break that one up.
First time in the ring tonight, as you said earlier.
And we saw Outrun go for a punch to the face on Jack Tiger. Also hit Classy Von Cody a little bit. Oh, a crossbody while Cody locks in the knee bar. So the dynamic tag offense we often see from the South Beach Playboys.
Oh, I can see why the fans get behind them. They're exciting, they're varied. Even if they look like complete idiots.
Oh, and Jack Tiger saving Justin King from that power bomb, but also possibly make self Tiger. No, everyone trying to stay with time at hand, but moment of hesitation allows Justin King to get back into this one.
It's bought him some time. That's a big popping elbow there.
And Justin King calling for the end here. Calling for the form to the face, and now gonna be looking for that pump handle flatliner from Justin King. And I think Outrun might have just flatlined in the middle of the ring. Can Classy Von Cody break up the pin? Yes, he can, as he might have just saved that match.
He gets Hurricane Runner for his troubles from Tiger.
And, you know, Justin King and Outrun, they've got a bit of history between the two of them. Outrun, back when he was known as Frank Victoria Anderson, his first title defense was the triple threat match against Justin King and Elias Storm. He actually pinned Justin to win that matchup.
That was a hell of a bout as well. He's come a long way since that.
Falling suplex.
He has come a long way. Up and then back down very sharply.
You know, that's a move we typically see done by Alex Graves again. Maybe trying to get into the head of Outrun.
We've seen that, these selective finisher usages, the cutters earlier.
But I think there's only one move that Justin King has in his mind, and I think he's going to go for the pump handle flatliner once more.
Here we are.
The arm. Lifts up to a flatliner.
This is it.
Justin King goes into the cover, and I think we might have just seen a big upset here from King and Tiger.
Oh my, yes.
And King, I think King single-handedly picked up that win, one might say. Jack Tiger didn't even tag in.
Absolutely. God, if one of them can do that, what can two of them do?
A big win here for King and Tiger, and we see the tag team tandem offense by South Beach Playboys, but it wasn't enough to pick up the win. You've got to wonder if going in to one of their biggest matches yet at Battle Lines, how are they going to be able to prepare after this crushing loss?
The Chance just got pinned. I don't know how you come back from that. I really don't. My answer was just don't get pinned in the first place.
Well, they're going to have to find out a way by Battle Lines.
The winners of the match, Justin King, Jack Tiger.
A big win here tonight for Jack Tiger and Justin King. As we roll on to our next contest of the evening.
What a kickoff.
Yes, but now we move on to Taylor Jones going up against Olivia Maestral. Now, Taylor Jones, she is the one that called out Scout McKenzie, challenged her for the Openweight Championship, and you've got to feel after her current track record of wins, she's got a bit of a claim to that title shot.
Absolutely. Obviously a mainstay of CWL. On an absolute tear, as you've said just now. I think Maestro might be a roadblock. Let's see how she gets through it.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 132 pounds, from London, England, here comes Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones making her way to the ring, and we talked about her track record. If we look back to 1 year ago at Battle Lines, she claimed the Nemesis Women's title in a show stealer of a match against Annie Thunder. Now, she is opportunity to win the openweight title against Scout McKenzie should that match be made official.
Exactly. Very promising.
And her opponent, Olivia Mistral.
And here she comes, Olivia Maestro. Full of confidence, swagger.
Talking about Taylor Jones beating Annie Thunder. Olivia Maestro in her first ever match in the CWL put on an absolute clinic with Annie Thunder, going back and forth and eventually picking up the win in one of the most shocking upsets we've ever seen. Could she pick up another big win here tonight against Taylor Jones?
This time coming in, her confidence is fully warranted. Jones better watch this one.
Now, we both talked about the similarities of both beating Annie Thunder in high-profile matches, but another similarity I have to make here is that neither one has really reached the same height since then. Olivia Maestro has not been able to claim a title shot, and Taylor Jones, ever since losing, well, I want to say losing, having to basically have the Nemesis Woman title be taken from her by Alex Steele after injuries, she has not been able to reclaim a title ever since then.
Yes, there's definite parallels there. These two, this is where the parallel breaks. This is the tiebreaker. Whoever gets this has, well, as I was saying earlier, this is a roadblock for both of them.
And you've also got to wonder, if Olivia picks up the win here tonight, and let's say the match is made official, Taylor Jones beats Scout McKenzie, does that put Olivia in a number one contender spot for that women's title?
It's got to be a conversation that's being had out the back. Obviously, I have no real knowledge on that. I know as much as you do, but I've got to say that if I was running this, and Jones dodging out the way there, I'd say that absolutely it'd be a conversation I'd want to have.
There was Taylor Jones forced to roll out to the apron as she was able to dodge that. I think she was going for maybe a Hurricane Rana or something off the top rope. Able to dodge it, but not able to dodge what came next. So she gets sent to the outside right in front of our announce desk. And things could get messy.
And so frequently do. Anything can and does happen out here.
Oh, now wrenching the arm over the shoulder.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. Don't look over here.
And gotta think maybe the arm is messed up. Maybe Olivia should be targeting the legs of Taylor Jones. Although Olivia does have that very devastating arm lock, leg lock combo. So really, she can target any part of the body and it would become a major threat.
Absolutely, major threat is the thing we should be using to describe this lady.
And now Taylor Jones. Big first DDT on the back.
On the paddock concrete.
This is now Taylor Jones lifting her up. And, you know, I want us to wonder if, now that all the qualifying matches have been announced for the Vindication's women's team, after the main event tonight, we will be having no more new members. You have to wonder if either these two women are maybe a little upset that they weren't even considered for one of the qualifiers.
That or they consider themselves to be so far in that contention that we're talking about. Jones going for it again.
Oh, and a Hurricane Rana from the middle rope. As Jones now getting back into this one, goes for that snapmare that usually follows up with a roundhouse, but Olivia able to dodge, now taking it to the ground.
As you were saying, I think these two might consider themselves to be just too far into that title game. Their heads might not be in teamwork at this point.
I know, we talked about if Olivia Maestro were to beat Taylor tonight, she might get a future shot at the title. What if she beat Taylor and she was added to the match of Battle Lines?
That'd be an interesting turn of events, definitely.
Shits a honey into the discus lariat, taking Taylor Jones to the ground. And now, lifting her up, goes for a DDT, but Jones able to work around into a Russian leg sweep. Goes for the cover. 1, no. Jones trying to catch her breath here. Olivia having a great showing against Taylor Jones thus far.
Absolutely. It's the kind of outing she needed.
Top rope. Big Hurricane sit out senton. Springboard caught through crossbody. Wheelbarrow bulldog from Taylor Jones. Taylor Jones is on fire.
Never gets old. Thing of art, that. Marshall shouldn't be getting up.
Oh, and a Meteora almost traveling halfway across the ring to hit that.
That was meaty. Or
anyway, Taylor Jones now with the chop, trying to lift her up. Olivia goes behind. And now this is anyone's game here. Again, Olivia taking her to the mat, catching her on that middle and bottom rope as she goes to the top. What does she have in mind here?
Playing her own game by the looks of things.
I think Taylor may have gotten up there, may have reconsidered going for an aerial move. But Taylor taking advantage of that hesitation.
Yeah, Marshall's lucky. That could have been catastrophic. That little hesitation there is all a veteran like Jones needs. Again, working the arm.
Yeah, she wants like a veteran, even though she's a bit of a rookie. Smart strategy from Olivia Marshall targeting the arm.
Absolutely. That's, as you were saying, it's a veteran move.
And now spinning around into a TKO. This might be a TKO for Olivia Marshall. She goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. Olivia now going to the top. Maybe she'll go for what she had in mind before. She'll hit this time.
Oh my
God! Whoa! A thing of beauty, that corkscrew splash.
Did she
goes
hit
into
it?
the cover. Will she get the upset? No. Taylor Jones still too resilient.
And again?
I mean, hey, go for it again. Go for it until it puts Taylor Jones down.
Oh my God!
And a second one. Landing
got a
on
point to
Taylor
prove.
Jones. 1, 2, and
Just
2
hit.
of them was enough to do it.
Twice as nice.
And that's what it was. Twice was nice enough to get the pin. Olivia Marshall, this was a back and forth contest, I'd have to say, Curtis.
So back and forth. I mean, you saw Marshall there clutching her stomach from that splash. She gave everything to this match tonight. Spent the whole thing working the arms, took some punishment on the outside, took some of the best offense.
Olivia Marshall always one to impress whenever she has a showing here in the CWL. And you've got to think, going into Battle Lines and beyond, she's got to be in contention for some form of title shot in the future.
Absolutely. Going in to impress and there's going in to impress. She's done both of those things, if you see what I mean.
Yes, as we see here, I'm not sure if that was the first, I think that might have been the second corkscrew moonsault there. As you see her elbow, well, most of it might actually land on Taylor Jones' head, and that might have been what did it. That might have been what put her away.
Absolutely. As long as she came with something, that's all you need.
The winner of the match, Olivia Mistral.
Big win here for Olivia, and a big opportunity has to be on the road ahead for Marshall. Speaking of the road ahead, coming up next, we've got Tommy Hazard going up against the man that used to be in Kill Squad and is now gone on a Kill Squad killing spree.
Absolutely. This is...
Now, I try to stay unbiased, but I'm rooting for Brandon here.
Wow, it's all
I
interpretation.
hope Brandon absolutely pummels Tommy Hazard.
Why?
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, Brandon.
Dead man walking. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Now, as an unbiased member of commentary, I need you to retract that. You do not hope that Tommy Hazard, the upstanding gentleman that he is,
Upstanding
pummeled.
gentleman.
Upstanding gentleman.
The only time that
least he
Tommy
walks there.
Hazard has ever been upstanding is when he stands up to go out and speak some more bile in one of his promos. He has never been an upstanding gentleman.
This guy sat and drove to the ring. You'd take the coward's way up. No offense, Brandon. Tommy Hazard is a gentleman and a scholar.
And his opponent, weighing 235 pounds, from Toronto, Canada, the Phoenix, Tommy Hazard.
And out of the flames comes the Phoenix. Tommy Hazard. You know those wings. You know this man's about to take flight into the stratosphere. Well, fire into the flames for Brandon tonight.
Tommy Hazard also needs to be worried about his upcoming steel cage match with Eback at Battle Lines. And, you know, Tommy will battle lines but try and keep better for the fans, like doing this for the fans. I agree with Eback when he says that Tommy's just doing this to fuel his own ego.
Of course you agree with Eback. He's not a logical. This guy's got money. Every week this always amazes me. What a kind, charitable gentleman.
Yeah, kind helped him. Did you even see Carmageddon? Did you even see what he said to Eback?
I know nothing of which you refer to.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Light discourse.
Polite discourse which led to Tommy taking it way too personal.
Perhaps, but
There's no perhaps but to it. This man brought Eback's family into this. Eback's family is not a part of whatever Tommy Hazard wants to call his obsession for wanting to be Eback.
it's a family show. You can't really complain at that.
It
There's
is
kid in the
not a
crowd.
family show.
It is. There's a kid over
If you
there.
listen to any of Kel Valent's promos,
Well,
I mean, like, come on.
maybe Tommy's just diversifying the market for us. Anyway, coming with a waistlock here.
Tommy now getting control, but Brandon almost unexpectedly leaving the kill squad behind, leaving his mentor Kyle Stevens behind him. You've got to think, after his victory against Miles last week, and now going up against Tommy Hazard this week, if he could beat both members of the former tag team Mild Hazard, could he have earned himself a shot at the Discord title?
If, and only if he did, I think you'd be in with the point there.
Well, now Brandon fighting back, gets sent to the outside by Hazard.
Nearly thrown out of his flip-flops.
You've got to be careful, Brandon. Master of every single martial art there is. All of them.
Oh, it's a tough dude. There's no bones about it.
I don't even know how many martial arts there are. He probably
You
knows
should-
martial arts that don't even exist.
You should probably ask him.
You could probably do that Kill Bill, like a 5-finger death prong thing, where like it blows up dude's heart.
I mean, I saw a guy do that down in Bristol. It was quite something.
Yeah.
But that was before the laws about that kind of thing. So, you know.
Yeah, that's probably why he doesn't do it. Anyway, Hazard taking this up to the ramp as Brandon arm drag, taking Hazard down, getting a moment to breathe. This has been almost all Hazard in the early goings of this matchup, but not for long after that suplex onto that steel stage as Brandon continues to increase the punishment onto Tommy Hazard. I am loving every moment of this.
Of course you are. What I'm seeing is someone being forged in a fire. We're talking about a phoenix here. As I said, Hazard's back up and he's in control. Like it never happened.
Let's talk about the Phoenix name. What is he rising up from? Like, what terrible grievance has happened to him that he must rise up like a phoenix? I'm Tommy Hazard. I'm the Phoenix. I've also got 50 other nicknames.
Oh. He did just get dropped on the floor. But, you know, you don't
now he's
expect that in
getting
a wrestling match.
dropped on his head by Brandon into a snapmare there.
That was
Now
underhanded.
take him down into a chin lock.
You gotta admit, ambushing a man while he's having a moment with his people, that is underhanded and devastatingly sneaky.
Yeah, trust me, Tommy would be able to agree with you. He knows about devastatingly sneaky.
Of course, he's been betrayed too many times.
Oh, betrayed too many times. Usually he's the one that drives the knife in the person's back.
Name one example of that. Come on.
Nightmare. Miles. As Brandon now, though, knocks Hazard to the ground and looking for a bit of a 5-knuckle shuffle on Tommy Hazard.
Boom.
Boom! A big fist drop, and now looking for that fireman's carry slam. Can Brandon pull off the upset? He hits it. He hits it, goes for the cover. 1, 2. No!
What a trooper.
I've got to give Tommy his due. If anything, he is resilient.
He is resilient as anything anyone's ever seen.
As Tommy lifts him to his feet, kick to the gut, cutter into the Desolation Sleeper, and will Brandon have to tap out? No, Brandon powers out of the Desolation Sleeper. Now, sending Hazard into the corner. Goes for shots back, Hazard turns him around.
This is gonna be pretty.
Bittersweet goodbye. That's gonna be it. 1, 2, 3.
Another upstanding, morally complete victory there for the one and only Tommy Hazard.
I hate to see it. Yeah, really do hate to see it.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Distinctly.
I hadn't noticed. Gee. I have a less biased broadcast journalist next time.
You know what? I will be unbiased for every match there is, no matter how heinous the person. But when a man super kicks you in the face and then doesn't even pay for your dental work afterwards, like, come on.
Oh, I mean, boot fits the face.
The winner of the match, the Phoenix Tommy Hazard.
Well, Tommy Hazard picks up the win as he moves on to battle lines to go one-on-one with Evac inside a steel cage. Hopefully Evac beats him within an inch of his life. But That's neither here nor there. Is on to our next contest. We have 6-man tag team action as Sergeant has begun to build his army to fight against Nemesis, and he is going to be leading 2 members of his army against Adam Cubis, Everett Duncan, and Ian Smith.
Now this is going to be interesting. Preview of what's to come.
And it's not like they're going up against lax competitors. Between those 3 competitors, there is 3 internet title reigns and a tag team title reign. Let's see who Hunt has acquired here tonight.
The following match is a 6-man tag team match. Introducing first, weighing 256 pounds, from Nova Scotia, Canada, Sergeant Hunter.
The Sergeant of Vindication, you might as well call him the General at this point, leading his troops into battle lines. But first, we got to figure out what 2 of these troops are. We know who the whole Nemesis team is. Well, I guess we know the whole Nemesis team except for the Nemesis team captain.
Indeed, it's tactical work, it really is. Not really showing what your army is. All good generals keep their armies up their sleeves. Sergeant Hunter is no different.
Oh, well, Hunter picking up the captain of the team, a bit of a sneaky way, but win by countout. But let's see if we introduce you tonight.
From somewhere in Canada, Chris Princess.
Oh my.
As now the former Vindication heavyweight champion
Of the world.
Chris Princess makes his way down the aisle into the ring. And normally, I would say, a bit of an odd choice for Sergeant Hunter, but if you look at Chris's track record, former tag champ, former world champ, led Vindication, last year's battle line, but still led Vindication last year. This man's got the credentials.
Has the creditables, definitely.
And now, Chris, who has been pining away at wanting a chance on this team.
It appears the man got what he wished for. Let's see if he can deliver this time round.
And now, who's the final competitor going to be?
Weighing 235 pounds, from Melbourne, Australia, the Australian assassin, Michael Young.
Well, looks like Hunter, I feel like he recognized his mistake by winning by countout, allowing his competitor Michael Young a shot on the team.
I reckon loser for the team is an interesting choice, I will definitely grant you.
But one may say that Michael Young had Sergeant Hunter beat if it wasn't for that countout.
Quite possibly that was such a foul.
True, and they say real recognize real or something to that effect. So Hunter recognized the talent of Michael Young.
And the opposing
I don't speak
team,
take this ass.
weighing 208 pounds, from Guantanamo, Cuba, Ian Smith, Brett Duncan, Adam Cubas.
Adam Cubas leading the charge.
outlaw of Vindication. And the only, well, I'm not going to say the only, but he picked up a big upset win back at the Beat the Clock Challenge when he faced Nightmare.
Absolutely. It was a... Oh, and here comes Everett Duncan as well.
Everett Duncan, two-time Internet Champion, inaugural Internet Champion, the self-proclaimed gatekeeper of Vindication.
Let's see how good his defenses are tonight. It's one thing to defend, it's another one to get a high-powered trebuchet and get as good as you're getting.
True, but Everett was on the team for Vindication last year.
Right.
Be it that team for Vindication lost, but experience is still experience in the wrestling business, and now Everett Duncan looking to use his experience against the new Vindication Battle Line team.
Looking over at Princess there. Last but not least.
And this next one's a bit of a awkward one for Chris Princess, as we see here. Ian Smith from the now, well, I'm not sure the full thing, but from the seemingly now disbanded Fabulous Furious Freaks, as across the ring from him is Chris Princess.
Alright, this is a tense one.
This is two former, almost brothers in arms, two former companions, now forced to go against each other. This is like the Romeo and Juliet of wrestling, Curtis.
I'm sure Princess would love that comparison. I'm sure he'd love to be Juliet.
Well, you can watch back on the pod later. But Ian Smith looking to send a statement. I mean, hey, Ian Smith, former tag champ, former Discord champ. Like I said, 3 internet/Discord title reigns between the 3 men here, as well as a tag title reign.
This
As Hunter gets this one started off.
Captain be captain, kicking things off. Yeah, most of Princess has history, but mostly from the other side of this. We were talking about that 4-0 loss last Battle Lines. And of course, Duncan was on that team. And then obviously...
And Hunter was against him.
Indeed.
We are seeing the former captain of Vindication versus the former captain of Nemesis joining forces. Who would have thunk it?
Anything can and anything does here.
Big knee to the head of Cubis. Hunter taking firm control of this matchup. And a backbreaker to Adam. Cubis and Hunter gonna be trying to wear down his opponents. He is one for having a bit of strategy in his matches, and I think he's gonna be going for a war of attrition here, as he tags in Michael Young with that big boot.
Cubis is rocked. Cool.
As Cubis
Young
not in a good way right now as he gets lifted up. Oh, and a gourd buster knee to the face.
Don't know what a gourd is, but it's definitely busted.
That'll cause some dental work. As now Young targeting the arm, trying to get rid of that corkscrew neck breaker. Now sending him over the ropes here. The Young's going to be careful. Yes, he's outside the ring, but he's also on enemy territory as Ian Smith goes to meet him.
Coming in swinging. See, this is the kind of fired up. This is what you want when you've got brand loyalty on the line here. There's a lot of pride at stake.
A lot of pride, and we don't know the final member of Team Vindication yet. Maybe that'll be revealed next week. We don't know, but We know 3 members of Vindication now. We also know 3 members of Nemesis now.
We do.
The
And
difference
from
being
that,
we don't know the key. We don't know the captain of Team Nemesis yet.
and from that, we can say that Battle Lines is going to be something you're going to want to tune into.
True. For those of us just meeting us here at the CWL, Battle Lines is our next big event, and it'll be a charity show to donate to NAMI. And if you want to buy a t-shirt, you want to make a donation, be sure to come out to the show.
Absolutely. Last year's was a roaring success.
True, last year, one of the most watched CWL shows of all time, raising over $1,000 for charity, and now Adam Cubis lifting up Michael Young. These guys gotta be worried about 20 count though.
I think they got worried about a lot of different things in this match. 20 count is the one at the moment, though.
True, but Cubis running to the ring. This could be some deja vu for Young as he's down on the outside.
Not again.
Young though getting to his feet. Can he beat the count? And he does. He gets in just in the nick of time as Everett Duncan comes in. And a first DDT by Young.
Young took a time to regroup.
Sorry, I believe I cut you off there, Curtis.
It's alright, I'm used to it.
As Everett Duncan taking Princess to the ground, and Duncan, a few people around here call him the Gatekeeper of Vindication, and it's not an inaccurate title, as he is the inaugural internet champion, and for the longest time, whenever there was a new blood around here on Vindication, Everett Duncan would be one of the first people to meet him.
Now, would you say that's a good accolade to have? Being a gatekeeper, does it mean you're never going to hit the top? Or, oh, what a moonsault! Speaking of hitting the top, Chris Princess risking it all.
Well, while I agree it may limit your ceiling, at the same time, it sort of shows your status as a competitor. If you're so important that if anyone wants to make it big, they have to beat you, that has to say something about you and your talent.
I would agree with you. It establishes you as a threat.
Oh, and a German suplex, and we know what this is followed by. True Purple Rainmaker by Chris Princess. And now Princess sending Everett Duncan into the corner. Oh, and I think setting him up on the top rope. Looking for a little bit of a CWL special from Chris Princess. Sending him crashing to the floor, and Duncan might be out. As now, Princess. Oh, but Duncan able to pick the leg and take Princess to the ground here. You're trying to call her Princess here. As Duncan laying in the strikes to Princess. Now got him in a headlock. He's going to be looking for that Dragon Sleeper, the move that won him his second internet title. A title he defended against some of the greats here in CWL history, the likes of DH, Nightmare, just to name a few. There's no DDT onto the steel ramp, driving him head first. That'll rearrange your brains. Of course, there's another one, head first. Princess unrelenting in his assault. And I think that's something he might have realized from last year. Last year, maybe he was having a bit too much fun being the captain of Vindication. Now he realizes that he's got to take this Grand Warfare stuff seriously. He doesn't want to get swept again. As Duncan, though, what give a bit of his own medicine, instead gets called the Northern Lights suplex. And Princess running into the ring, maybe going for a count out. And I mean, hey, when we get to Battle Lines, a count out still counts as an elimination. Duncan gonna have to try and beat the count here. And he gets in at the nick of time. And Princess not realizing. German suplex off the middle rope by Duncan.
Sorry, we're plugging that pay-per-view in. I just had to get that quickly. Sorry about that, Alexander. Some geezer about Elite or something or other. All Elite. I didn't really catch it.
It's
Some
probably
thing about
don't worry
Buckaroos.
about it, but
Whatever.
Everett Duncan.
There's interest.
This morning. Adam Cubis with the big boot. Ian Smith not getting into this matchup just yet.
Not getting into it.
Now, Curtis, in your time as a professional wrestler, have you ever competed in something like the Battle Lines Elimination 4v4?
I have not competed in something with quite as much riding on it. It must be said, I'm more of a singles and tag guy. The inevitable betrayals. I've not done 8-on-8. It could make these guys' careers. I look at it and I see some people who.
Well, and if we
Need these
look
wins.
at the winning teams from last year, the squad of Taurus Fire, Raimondo, John Spartacus, Sergeant Hunter, they won, and for all intents and purposes, it sort of launched some of their careers. I mean, John Spartacus went on to main event endgame. Hunter, he became another world champion here on Vindication, as now we see it, Princess versus Smith meeting in the middle of the ring. Because Christmas now laying, Princess laying at the stops and now choosing to tag out, not wanting to attack his former friend.
Sweet that they're getting a phone call in the middle of commentating. Hunter now in control.
Now Hunter taking control.
Obviously, you hang around in these circles a lot more. Would you say Smith and Princess, that you reckon that was a deliberate sidestepping of getting too much into each other's path there?
Well, I think it might be less of a sentimental thing, but also a bit of a tactical thing as well. I mean, who on that team would know Chris Princess better than Ian Smith? Princess has been in there a while, not wanting to get outmaneuvered by Smith. But speaking about maneuvers, I think Hunter's looking for the maneuver to end it. Fire for effect! What a maneuver by Hunter! And that could be it, but you see a distraction by Everett Duncan here, but that can still be at 1, 2, 3 as Hunter able to pick up the big victory here tonight.
That was the turn for the books.
And based off what you've seen here in this match, what would you say Vindication's chances are of bringing it home for the men's team?
Well, we've just seen Princess helping out, making it where it counts. We saw him hold up round here. We saw Hunter. I wanted to say this was an equal opportunity for both teams, but I'm not so sure after that. It seemed like one-way traffic.
True. I felt like maybe a young Hunter and Princess, a little bit more of a unit here, a little bit more, knowing a bit more what they're doing.
Quite possibly. We talked about their credentials as well. They are all very established.
The winners of the match, the team of Sergeant Hunter, Chris Princess, Michael Young.
As now, these three celebrate, but why don't look on to Battle Lines and Team Nemesis as they await the final member of Nemesis. Wait a sec. Curtis, are you there?
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
I'm on the
Whoa!
phone. Oh my god!
What's this? Nemesis is in the ring!
What?
And
What's-
they have laid waste to Vindication! Wait, William Black's calling for someone here.
What?
No.
I can't.
No, this can't be the captain. This can't be the... There's no way! It's John Spartacus!
Oh my!
God!
Oh my god! Oh my
John
god!
Spartacus is the captain for Team Nemesis.
How long has it been?
I think it hasn't been. Must have been since Midsummer's Mayhem, since we've last seen Jonathan Sparta make his appearance, and now
Oh my god.
I'm in shock here. John Spartacus is not only here on Vindication, he's here as captain of Team Nemesis.
This...
I think, in the immortal words, Jim Ross, business has just picked up. It's speaking of picking up, he has now picked up Michael Young, sending him down onto the mat.
Can I revise my assessment of the Battle Lines match? Oh my god, he's going for it.
Go for it. And cutting Princess in half with that spear. And I don't think he's done. He positioned himself perfectly. Ace Anderson, William Black set him up. A three-man fall of Rome. And now Team Nemesis has just laid waste to Vindication while sending one hell of a message while doing so.
What does this mean for that match?
Well, what we do know is that tonight we'll be figuring out the final member of Team Vindication for the women's side, as this is almost a redemption match. Tia Andrews, Roxanne Ramirez, and Annie Thunder all looking to get back into the matchup.
I don't know if I want to be involved with it after that. Oh my god, what a powerbomb. What a revelation.
Yes, well, let's get into this one.
The following match is the main event of Vindication and is a triple threat match, with the winner getting the final spot on the Vindication Women's Battle Lines team. Introducing first, weighing 144 pounds. From Mount Everett, Washington, the Anvil, Annie Thunder.
Annie Thunder making her way to the ring, and I've got to be completely honest here, folks. If I had to have picked someone that I thought was a shoo-in for the Vindication women's team, I have to think it was Annie Thunder, but no, she lost her match to Catherine Love in what many considered a major upset.
It was. I mean, if I could personify the second year curse, I'd probably show them Annie Thunder.
Well, Annie Thunder hasn't been doing too bad for herself. She has picked up a Vindication Women's title run along the way, but yeah, gotta admit, going into last year Battle Lines, she was a women's champion, and now she might not even be on the card.
She has everything to gain from this match.
And the opponents, weighing 150 pounds, from Oaxaca City, Mexico, Roxanne Ramirez.
Here comes the Omega.
Roxanne Ramirez had a hot start here in the CWL, but has since cooled off just a little bit. But Roxanne, you've got to think, probably might need this win the most of the three women here in this matchup.
Quite possibly. I mean, Thunder's got it made in some senses, being such a decorated veteran. Ramirez is in that awkward position of slipping down the card if she's not careful.
And Tia Andrews still a rookie, still has plenty of time ahead. You've got to admit, Ramirez needs this win the most.
Weighing 117 pounds, from Tacoma, Washington, Tia Andrews.
making her way to the ring, the ever cool, ever confident Tia Andrews. A big fan favorite here, however, not have had the best of luck so far in the wins column.
Perhaps it's not to luck. That's possibly the misassessment of this. There's got to come a time when you've got to start getting these wins.
True, but Tia Andrews still early in her career, still early in her time here in the CWL, and hey, she's gone toe-to-toe with some of the best that we have here, and has just fallen only a little bit short. And,
Absolutely.
you know, sometimes it only takes us that one win to turn everything around.
Absolutely. It's anyone's game, this. You don't go into it expecting anything, and you'll come out with something usually.
Well, Annie Thunder, Roxanne Ramirez, Tia Andrews, you could argue all these women need the win. Who wants it the most? As this one gets started, immediately into a Spanish fly from Roxanne.
Is that Thunder out already?
Well, we've seen Annie Thunder take some of the biggest hits imaginable. Roxanne now immediately into it. Wrist lock into a Hurricane Rana.
And here we go. Bit of retaliation here.
And a back suplex as Annie Thunder's now the one standing tall. Gonna want to see. And now Tia Andrews just enjoying the view here. Her and Roxanne now trading strikes back and forth. Catches the Hurricane Rana into a powerbomb.
And there were two. At least for the time being.
And I think this is what someone's going to want to do if they want to have a chance of winning this match. They're going to want to isolate just one person and keep one person on the outside just to make sure that they have a shot here.
Isolate and incapacitate. And don't do that.
Yeah, well, Tia Andrews, a lot of her moveset requires on high-flying skill here. And we see a bit of a lucha libre there from Roxanne. And a bit of a backflip reverse DDT, and now a Regal Cutter. Roxanne pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Don't think we're going to be seeing a standing ceasefire tonight. Sorry, that was absolutely dreadful.
Well, not as dreadful as it must have been to have landed on that half of the pump handle driver there. As Annie now lifts up butterfly gutbuster. As Annie takes control of this one, spoke too soon. Commentator's curse right there. Roxanne Ramirez catches the leg, and now Tia Andrews taking control.
Oh, we're going to see a bit of collusion.
Annie Thunder insecurity, and Tia going for the cover, but Annie able to break it up right off the bat.
Yeah, she wasn't born yesterday.
Tia goes to the corner. Andy stops her with the elbow, lifts her up onto her shoulders. From there, snake eyes on the top rope, and a stunner. So Roxanne Ramirez, and now Annie Thunder, firm control here. Vintage Thunder with that uppercut.
Absolutely.
And Thunder, you're going to be looking for that Thunder snap, that Thunder strike kick. Oh, the Shiranui from Roxanne. The Tiburon driver. But now Roxanne looking to finish this one. And she fisherman position, fisherman driver. Roxanne, I don't say she's been in full control the whole match, but she has been dominated so far. As Roxanne now locks in that camel mutilation, the Omega lock, but Tia Andrews able to get out. And now Tia Andrews looking to get back into this one as Annie Thunder and Roxanne Ramirez have been sharing most of the limelight thus far.
A cover.
2. No, not enough as Tia Andrews. Not able to pick up any form of momentum so far.
Been very back and forth.
Oh, and the thunder snap into the bridge. One. No, Roxanne was there to break it up.
Timed to perfection.
Oh, and that, I'm not sure what to call that one. Over the head, back suplex. Andrews kick to the gut into a sunset flip powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh no, reversed by Roxanne. 1, 2. No, Roxanne almost stole it there.
There's nothing Thunder could have done there either.
Tia sending Roxanne to the outside. What she got in mind here? Oh, and a tornado DDT on the outside, driving Roxanne head first into that padded concrete, and now being body slammed by Annie Thunder for her troubles. And Annie now getting back in control of this one, sending Tia onto the apron, fucking the Iron Man. What she got? Neck breaker onto the outside. Gotta ask you, Curtis, in a triple threat match, what does one have to do to finally pick up the win?
This. 2. Almost exactly that, but I mean, Andrews is on the outside, completely incapacitated. It's just about scoring that cover at the opportunity you can. It's an opportunist game.
He's trading strikes back and forth in the center of the ring. The fans on their feet for this one.
Of course,
They're sending Roxanne into the corner.
if Andrews has any sense, let the other two completely slug it out, then vulture pick off. That's what a true hero does.
Going for a third hammerlock driver, and you've got to wonder what Roxanne's vendetta is against Tia at this point.
I'm sure she's got reasons.
Well, now go for the cover. That could be enough to do it after 3. No. As Roxanne now going to the top rope, could she be looking for the bitter end?
I think this could be it.
Diving corkscrew moonsault, she lands it. The bitter end. 1, 2, 3. Annie Thunder not choosing not to stop it as Roxanne Ramirez qualifies and fills up that last spot for the Vindication women's team.
Interesting choice there.
That's quite the interesting choice, choosing not to break it up. Gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Annie.
Famous sports journalist once said, if you don't get more points than the other person, you can't win.
True, and choosing not to break up. It's a strange thing. I don't really know what to say here. Besides, congratulations to Roxanne for picking up a hard-fought victory in our main event.
Absolutely. There's no taking away from that. That was a hell of a victory, and obviously with ramifications for the big event coming up.
True as now, we look forward to battle lines the team secured for both sides. All that we await is the final climactic showdown at Battle Lines, which, remember, once again, is a charity event with all the proceeds going to NAMI. So be sure to tune in and be there to not only support a good cause, not support CWL, but support people in need. And now, as we wrap things up here on Vindication,
the winner of the main event and the final member of the Women's Vindication Battle Lines team, Roxanne Ramirez.
Congratulations to Roxanne, as that's going to be all here for us on Vindication. speaking for myself and for Curtis, I would like to bid you a very farewell adieu.